My name is Martin. I've been studying charisma and social skills for 3 years straight, and in today's video I'm going to expose the 3 most important strategies how you can become a much better communicator. And just for you to know that I'm a trustable source, I have 30 friends at my local gym, I have a 12-year-old friendship with my best friend, and I have a 1-year-old relationship with my girlfriend with 0 arguments. The first most important thing, and this is super annoying, is one-upping people. For example, if someone wants to share with you their feelings, how they felt and how bad their experience, for example, was, that's when a lot of people will try to one-up them and will try to win the conversation. And let me show you how this will look. Person 1 will say something like, "Oh dude, I have broken my arm yesterday. I was super sad. I was not able to go into the gym because of this broken arm and I felt super sad." What the other person might do subconsciously is that this motherfucker will say, "Yeah, and I broke my arm and my leg and my head and I broke this and I'm feeling even worse." And how do you think this guy is gonna feel after he will hear this? Do you think he's gonna be, "Oh dude, empathy bro, I hope you will feel better"? No, he'll be like, "Dude, I want to share with this guy my feelings and I want to share with him what I have went through and he made it all about himself." How horrible does that look? And this is one-upping. So if you don't want to come across as a jerk in conversations, you need to do 2 most important things. The first thing is to develop a completely different mindset, because people who redirect the conversation onto them and try to one-up the people have a very specific and also wrong mindset. They think that the conversation has to be all about them so they can impress the other people, so they will care about them. But in fact, that is not true. If we care about other people, they will care about us, as the law of reciprocity, and they will give us their attention back. Let's go back to our example. If someone says, "Oh, I broke my arm, I was extremely sad, and I was not able to go into the gym," what you, instead of saying, "Oh, I broke my leg, I broke my head," instead of saying all of this stupid shit, what you will do is that, "How did you break your arm?" See? There is much more empathy in that. That is a follow-up question, not a statement. And this is where a lot of people don't know what to do. Because when they want to say something, they will say it like an assumption, like it is a direct fact. But in fact, you don't know the facts. You are as dumb as me. None of us know the facts. But people who ask instead of doing direct assumptions will go further ahead in life and they will be much more charismatic. Ask questions instead of trying to make it all about yourself. And second thing, change your mindset. Don't think about the conversations like, "Oh, I have to impress people, so I have to talk about myself." No, you will impress people if you talk about them, and this works 100% of the times. I am not even shitting you right now. This works guaranteed 100% of the times. If you will just actively listen to whoever in this entire world, they will love you. That is my guarantee in social skills for you. And by the way, I've created a free charisma calculator. So if you want to calculate how truly charismatic you are, just message me on Instagram. It's the first link in the description and I will send it to you completely for free. Now that we have covered one-upping people, now it is very important that we talk about stoic people. And there is something really wrong with stoicism and people take this in a very wrong way. Stoicism is great because you need to be in control of your emotions. But that doesn't mean that you have to go into social conversations and be completely stoic. That is not the right way of stoicism. A leader should be kind, should be compassionate, should be empathetic, and not this emotionless stone. I once heard this story about this one girl and she was talking to this Asian guy and she told him, "Listen, I am now dating only Asian men." And the Asian guy asked her, like, "Why? Why are you not dating men from your own country?" She was from Europe and he asked her why. And she said, "Because I dated all of these guys from military and they are all stoic. And the worst thing about their stoicism is that they try to suppress their emotions. They try to hide it away from other people like it is some sort of weakness. But when they actually get enraged, when they actually get mad, that's when their emotions bubble up and they explode like a huge volcano. They start throwing things around, they start punching in the wall, and they start getting really angry. It is not charismatic to be stoic. I don't know where people are getting this stupid mindset that, "Oh, I'm gonna be cool. I'm not gonna be sharing any of my emotions with people. That is not cool. The cool person will come to you and will say, oh, yeah, see, it's the funny guy again. Nice to meet you, bro. And he'll make the situation funny deliberately. But you cannot expect people to think of you as charismatic if you are the entire day taking your emotions and throwing them out the window. That would just not work. And if you are one of these people, please, you need to show emotion. I'm not saying that you should be crying every single day or be this whimsy bitch, but I'm saying that give us that sort of emotion. We need to feel you speaking with that conviction. We need to feel you living and being happy. If you were placed in front of 100 people with no emotions, and then your alternative version with emotions, who do you think people are gonna call more charismatic? Of course, the guy who has more emotions. If you have a very energetic personality, and if you show that energetic personality onto everyone around you, that's when they will catch your energy. That's when they will take it and they'll become energetic themselves. But there are some people, and this is like 1 or maybe 10%. And when I give them my full energy, my full happiness, when I want to give them my energy, they, instead of taking that energy and being happy, they go, no, yeah, I'm gonna remain myself and I'm gonna be this stoic motherfucker. All of the other people are normal. All of the other people know how to take energy from people. But there are these few people who, if you give them your energy, they just stay stoic. And when they pull their emotions down like this, it bubbles. It bubbles after a long time and poof, it explodes, and then they beat up their wives, they start throwing things around, and they have no emotional control whatsoever because they try to bubble down all of those feelings of theirs. And the best solution to this is to practice. Practice giving your emotions to people, practice giving your energy, and also if you meet someone who has higher levels of energy, take their energy, because that person is giving their energy to you richly for free. And you're just saying, no, I don't want it. Take energy from people if they are giving it to you, and also give your energy to other people so they can get your energy to them. And now that we've covered emotional resilience, now it is time to talk about people who ramble a lot. Maybe one of these people is you, but you just don't know it. And the best thing that I can tell you right now is to create a video of yourself talking. And the key here is to have no timer on your clock, on your video. And by the way, if you don't do this, you are a pussy. If you don't do this, and after this video you just go back scrolling, you can just unsubscribe from this channel right now. After this video, pull up a camera or just your phone and record yourself 5 minutes talking about a random topic. After you pick your topic, talk about it. Doesn't matter for how long. When you feel that you are finished, just stop and look at your speaking pattern. Look if everything you could have said could be said in 2, maybe 3 minutes less. If the answer is yes, then you are rambling in conversations. You are rambling so hard that people are getting instantly bored in the conversation because of your rambling. And the best way how I can tell you how to not ramble is to understand communication skills. But yes, I have some communication skills videos on my channel, but the most important thing that you need to realize when talking about some sort of topic is that you need to make it as simple as humanly possible. For example, when telling a story, most people will say, I was at a conference room, there was a nice gray chair that I was sitting on, and the desk that I had my hands on was also gray. And then suddenly my manager came up into the room. See? That is the problem. You are rambling. I could have just said, I was inside my manager's office waiting nervously, and suddenly my manager came into the room. See, I was not sharing with you all of the unnecessary details of the rambling. I tried to go fast with simplicity, and this is the king. You need to remember, if you want to share with people some crucial information, what you need to do is to just focus on providing simplicity. Have you ever seen those people who say very intellectual words? The words that you cannot even understand. And they are on a stage and they are talking about these words, and you are looking at them and you're like, this word that he just said, what does that even mean? If your audience thinks like this when they are talking to you, you best believe that they are getting lost. If you start using these intellectual words like you think you are knowledgeable, people will think I'm knowledgeable, you are not portraying yourself as knowledgeable. The only thing that you are doing is that people will think of you as a horrible communicator. And yes, that might be a really hard pill for some people to swallow, but imagine if you are telling your story to people and you are using these very articulate, very profound words and you are making the story super complex, that's where people will get lost because their little heads cannot comprehend your big thinking. And when you want to display information, say it in a simple way. And we do that by creating frameworks. The best framework I have recently learned is the PrEP framework. I will show it to you on the screen. This is the PrEP framework. Let's say we are in a corporation and we are talking about how our leads went down and we are not getting more clients because of these leads. So the point of this presentation is that we are not getting leads. We need to fix this. The reason why we are not getting enough clients is because our website is completely looking like shit. And then E will stand for example. The way how we can improve our website is by introducing this one video. And finally you will end on a P, which is another point. And that point at the end will be, and when we will implement this video, that means our sales will go up. Practically, it will look something like this. This presentation is about why we are not getting any clients. The reason because we are here is because our website looks like complete dog shit. And the best thing that I want to share with you is that if we implement this singular video onto our website, that will give us much more leverage in our sales process. And that's how we can get much more clients and improve our sales funnel. See, I used an entire PrEP framework in just that one sentence. P for point, R for reasoning, E for example, and finally P to end on a point that you said at the beginning. And that's how you will become a much better speaker and you will stop rambling on and on because you will have a framework in your mind. We are here because of this, we'll fix it like this, and it will result in this. Super simple. And by the way, because you got till the end of the video, I believe that you really care about improving your charisma and your social skills. And if you want to pull your charisma to the next level, acquire 15 new friends, acquire a girlfriend, improve your communication to such high levels that you will be speaking like a keynote speaker and also never have social anxiety in your life ever again. If you want to get all of these things that I have just mentioned to you, click the first link in the description. It is my program where I will personally teach you how you can get all of these 4 things I have just mentioned. 15 new friends in just a single month, getting a girlfriend in the next 1 month, becoming like a keynote speaker in just 1 month of speaking, and finally losing your social anxiety forever and becoming the most confident human being that you can ever become. So if you are interested in that, click the first link in the description. I'll be waiting for you on the other side. And if you want to know how to improve your storytelling by 180%, then you should click this video right here. Live a happy life, man!